preseason week 1 against the Browns in Cleveland. What happened?
My money is going to be on us.
Yep, doesn't matter. It's preseason. Sit down. No questions yet. What do you want me to say? Haskins looked good.
I was hot.
We didn't win the game. I don't care. Haskins looked good.
Thought I did a pretty good job.
Doesn't matter. Preseason. He's just getting warmed up. Yeah, defense didn't look good. That ain't our defense. Testing these guys out. Didn't look good. Keenum opens it up. Keenum goes deep to Davis. We got a pass interference call. That was his first target. First of 2. Everyone's saying he only got 1. He got 2. First one was a pass interference. The second one was a touchdown. Shut your mouth. Then we got a strip ball at the goal line. But Jimmy Moreland, number 25, picked up by Casanova McKenzie, number 58. Look for Jimmy Moreland in the regular season. He gonna bring it. Haskins comes in the second quarter. Haskins makes a little throw to Kidsey Jr. Haskins makes another throw to Kidsey Jr., number 84, who lets it go. Turnover. Hang on to that ball, Kidsey Jr. Haskins goes to Byron Marshall. Picked. He had 2 targets in the air, didn't catch either. Haskins gets sacked. Sack, fumble, touchdown. Haskins runs for a first down. We have a running quarterback.
Yeah, Matt can do it. I don't want to. I'd rather throw.
Haskins runs again, and this looks familiar from last season and the season before. Haskins makes a run. Doesn't matter, because there's a penalty. Haskins goes to Kidsey Jr. again for 17 yards. Haskins goes again to Marshall. Another pick. Are all of his picks going to Byron Marshall? Don't throw it to Byron Marshall. Ryan Anderson comes in on defense, number 52. Nice sack. Number 62, center, Ronald Patrick comes in, gets himself a sack. Haskins keeps it, runs for 9 yards.
I don't want to.
He's got moves. Haskins to Flanagan, DeShazer Everett, Kidsey, Marshall, and then Hopkins delivers.
And Dustin Hopkins delivers.
Question, Hopkins delivers. Question, Hopkins delivers. Yeah, that's what Hopkins does. And it looks like the Browns are going to score again. But nope, got a little strip by number 25, Moreland. Picked up by Jimmy Reeves. Number 39, that's a turnover. Haskins gets sacked.
I don't know what happened.
I don't even know what he was looking at that time. Guy was coming right at him. And then Woodrum comes in and throws a pick. So he's done. Next question. Where's Dad at? Let's find out.
Yahoo! Hi, good boy.
So you saw the game.
Yeah.
More than anything, people are saying that Haskins has a lot of dimensions. I think it could be a start of something.
I think Gruden has to decide with Haskins or even with Keenum whether they become a tackler in the event that there's an interception and a runner goes by them.
In the press conference, one of the guys asked Haskins about that.
Anybody say anything to you about not making tackles after interceptions in preseason games?
Not to try to tackle a guy if you throw a pick.
I'll bet it never came up. I'll bet it was never even discussed.
Yeah, and of course your first instinct is like, oh, I just screwed up. I got to fix this. I'm going to try to tackle this guy.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't want him getting hurt right away just by trying to prevent a touchdown,
Yeah.
Now, the 2 interceptions, that especially that last one, it was kind of like, who were you throwing to? I just don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a scrambler. He looks good out there. He's got a good arm.
He got a really good arm.
I don't know if he was a little too anxious on some of those throws that got intercepted. Essentially he had time to throw them, which is a good thing. His line was giving him a little bit of time for the most part. He wasn't having to run for his life too awful much, a little bit. It's early. That was his first time out in an NFL game. On the defensive side,
there's a couple good guys. The defense as a whole didn't look great.
The pass protection isn't great a lot of the time. They were there some of the time, but man, that first drive, it was first down after first down after first down.
Yeah.
Until they scored. Now, that goal line stance there at one point where they held him off at the goal and then recovered the fumble.
Yeah.
Now, that was pretty good. That takes a lot of work. So that was promising to see them be able to do that, particularly after all the momentum the Browns had up to that point.
Yeah.
There was one guy they carted off the field.
Yeah.
Their first half. I didn't really pay close attention watching it the second time around. I'm guessing I don't know if it was a defensive guy or an offensive guy. Other than that, I don't think anybody else had to be carted off the field.
Mm-mm.
Well, hey, if you want to see more Colt, there's a little bit of a cooking segment on the Redskin Roku thing. That could be the most we see of him this season. I don't know. I think a lot depends on if that offensive line can protect them.
Yeah.
A lot of it comes down to that. Just whether they got time or if they're running for their lives like Wilson always has to do.
The way Haskins was moving reminded me of RG3. Like he was all over the place, and he's got an arm like RG3. You know, I mean, he's got a rocket arm.
He just needs to kind of maybe settle in a little more, get a little more confidence, and whatever it takes to pay attention to possibilities of throwing picks. You know, I mean, that's kind of what killed Cousins.
Yeah.
He would go and go and go and look for. I think Journey agrees. Or either that or she heard Cousins' name and had a reaction. Hello, Ariana.
Hello.
Okay.
At the end of the prediction show, I said we're going to lose everything except the Ravens game. And I'm going to stick to that.
Actually, yeah, okay. I think I predicted the opposite,
You
actually.
went 2-2. Yeah, you win the first 2, lose the second 2.
Yeah. So right now I'm 0-1. You're 1-0. Okay.
All right, Dad.
Sounds good.
Hail to the Redskins.
Hail to the Redskins. Talk to you soon.
Love you, Dad. Bye.
Bye.
So next week, what's going on next week? Next week we're coming home. First home game of the season. Ginger Boy's coming to the house. Let's embarrass Ginger Boy. But even if we don't, who cares? It's preseason. Haskins, keep throwing the ball, keep running, don't get injured. All that matters, don't get injured. Question, don't get injured. Question? No, you. Yeah. Next week, just don't get injured. Just don't get injured. Yeah, we're going to see more Haskins. We're going to see more Keenum. Hopefully we don't see any more of what's his name? What the hell's his name? Woodrum? Woodrum. Quit playing Woodrum. We don't need to see more Woodrum. What are you doing? She's going to be playing for the Broncos next year. Until then, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that no one gets injured, that Haskins improves, and that no one gets injured. This press conference is over.